Hi, viewer, how are you guys? I am doing pretty well. So, in this video, we are going to see some fascinating and crazy things that are considered normal in the US but that the rest of the world finds weird. So sit back and relax and enjoy the video. In the US, dollar bills are all the same shade of green, and they all look very similar, aside from slightly different images. If you travel to other countries, you'll find that their bills are typically all different colors and sizes according to what they're worth. Many foreigners find their currency to be a bit confusing since it all looks the same. One small thing that stands out when you visit Europe is that restaurants there don't use a lot of ice. At most restaurants, you won't get it unless you ask for it. Americans are among the few people who use an excess of ice in their drinks. You might have watched this in various Hollywood movies, especially in James Bond's movies where you can see excessive ice in their drinks. People in the US typically write the date out in the format of month, day, year. People in other parts of the world, like the United Kingdom, Europe and India, write it out in the format of day, month, year. To them, the day, month, year format is quite strange. But many people from other countries can't understand why the Americans write the month first. In a Reddit thread asking the weirdest things Americans do, many users discussed how strange they thought it was that the US advertised prescription drugs. Many said they found it to be one of the weirdest things about being in the US. The Reddit user No Down Votes Please said, "That was the weirdest one for me. Ask your doctor for brand X antidepressants type commercials on TV. In the UK or India, your doctor tells you what drugs you should take, not the other way round. If you ever visit America, you will see American flags everywhere, from businesses to historical sites to homes. This is kinda strange." When it comes to advertisements, the rest of the world can't believe how many advertisements they have. The Reddit user What Would Tyler Do wrote, "I love America. But the one thing I hate is the placement of commercials on TV. It might be only for certain channels, but for a 30-minute show, there will be about 4 commercial breaks. And not even evenly spaced, including one before the credits at the end of a show. Then it'll jump straight from the credits to the next show." Many foreigners think it's strange that free refills are offered and generally expected in USA. It's not the norm in many other places. France banned unlimited refills in 2017. Toilets are certainly different in the US than in other parts of the world. And one amusing difference to note is how much more water there is in American toilets than other countries. In the Reddit thread, one user wrote, "Seriously, why so much? You all will be surprised that the doors of bathroom stalls in the US are really flush with the side, leaving gaps people can see that doesn't exist in many other countries." It was brought up in many comments in the Reddit posts, with users saying they found the massive gaps to be an invasion of privacy and just plain strange. In many other countries, in places like Europe or India, coffee is consumed in smaller quantities. That means they drink it quickly and they don't take it to go. But in the US, large to-go coffee cups are common. People in US mostly buy coffee in these cups and carry it on their way to work or college. People from other countries find it strange. In the US, people don't think twice about asking a server to box up their uneaten food so they can bring it home to finish another time. In other countries, this is incredibly strange and even considered rude. In France, for example, it's so frowned upon that a law had to be passed to allow doggy bags to happen to get rid of food waste. Speaking of leftover food, people from other countries also can't believe how big American portions are. That's true when it comes to the size of dishes in restaurants, sodas, and other drinks in fast food chains, and even items that aren't food. People in US might not like sales tax there, but they expect it. In other countries, the sales tax is often built into the price, so the price doesn't change when you bring something to the register. And it's kinda strange that the US doesn't do the same. It's such a big difference that there are even advisories to people traveling to the US warning them of sales tax when shopping. Not tipping in the US is frowned upon. In other parts of the world, a tip is not expected. It can even be considered rude. Tipping is another thing travelers are often warned about when coming to the US. People around the world can't believe how often Americans use red cups. In some countries, people throw American parties, where they all make sure to use red cups. In some other countries, in places like Europe, it's considered normal to be topless on the beach. In fact, people who travel to the US often have to be warned to wear swimsuits in public and keep them on. It's no secret that going to college in the US can be expensive, and students can end up in debt to get a degree. A lot of other countries offer free college education, and you won't believe how much they spend on this. Baby showers are a fun custom in the US, but it's not something many other parts of the world partake in. Outside the US, some people find them strange, kind of rude, and aren't interested in partaking in them. According to research by the Center for American Progress, the US is officially the most overworked country in the developed world. Some people in other countries can't believe how much work they do, how long their hours are, and how they don't take advantage of vacation time. Some other countries offer 6 weeks of paid vacation time as a standard. That's certainly not the case in the USA. So, that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, then don't forget like, share and subscribe the channel. Share your thoughts on which thing you found most strange in USA. Till then, take care. Peace out.